Hey kids, how's everybody out there in YouTube land this evening, huh? Oh man, been a rough day today. Been a rough day today. Sad tidings, as you can tell by the title of this live stream, sad tidings. Um, my friend and the second husband to my ex-wife Johanna, Larry, passed away today. So it's been kind of rough on everybody. Been rough on Johanna, it's been rough on my family. He raised my sons for me when I wasn't there because I was stupid. Anyhow, Larry passed away today, 2 o'clock this afternoon. And so we've been on the phone talking to family members and dealing with a bunch of stuff. And so, rough day. Bad day today. Anyhow. Alright, well, anyhow, that aside. Cold, windy day here in Buki Harbor. Very chilly today. Wind's been blowing a hoolie all day. Thanks, Palm Limit. I appreciate it, brother. Hey, pilot, how you doing? Yeah, Gavin, he is in a better place. Absolutely. Larry wanted to pass on. His quality of life was greatly diminished. He was a very active, proud man, a veteran, a good guy. He was a good guy. But his health was greatly diminished. He had cancer and he lost the ability to talk, and his body just shut down on him. He had to eat through a tube. He couldn't eat any kind of regular food. He had to eat through a straw and a tube in his stomach, and his quality of life was well, crap, actually. In the time that I knew Larry, that was his life. I did not know Larry very well. I knew of him, but I didn't know him very well because I was too busy with my head up my butt doing stupid stuff with my second wife. But anyhow, yeah. So Larry, here's to you, brother. I don't have any beer. I have seltzer water, but here's to you, Larry. I hope you're doing better, man. I hope you're in a better place. He will be. He was a good guy. So he was a good father to my sons, and anyhow. So life must go on, guys. Life must go on. I reached out to Johanna, spoke to her a bit today. She's doing okay. She's doing okay. Fortunately, while I was there, I took care of enough business stuff for her to get her in a safe place financially, well, logistically, and she's not going to lose her house, which had I not done that would have been a reality right now for her. They have a second mortgage on their property that is one of those reverse mortgages. And just a little heads up to people, if you have a reverse mortgage, it is based on the lifetime of the reverse mortgager. So if the property is just in this case it was just in Larry's name, when Larry died, Johanna would have been homeless. Fortunately, I got her added onto the deed, and her name is now part of it. She has a ownership interest in the property. Larry died intestate, which means he didn't have a will. So in Ohio, that means the property transfers to Johanna. She has spousal rights. So the company that has the reverse mortgage is now going to have to extend their life estate to Johanna, and she can live there for the remainder of her life. Had I not gotten the deed changed over and had her name added to that, that would not be the case. Johanna would be homeless here in a couple of weeks. So I'm glad that I was able to contribute that little bit, that little part to her for her security, but tough times. Larry's been in really poor health for a long time. And I know he didn't want to be a burden to his family, but he's been in really poor health, and you know, let's face it, our government, our system just doesn't do a very good job of taking care of the veterans. A lot of Gary's ailments have been traced back to his exposure to Agent Orange and other chemicals when he served in Vietnam. And as so many of our veterans have, there you go, Martin, as so many of our veterans have been exposed to that stuff and have had serious repercussions as a result of it. I mean, in this case, it really shortened Larry's life substantially. You know, frankly, I think our government has a little culpability in that regard. But what are you going to do? You know, you're not going to go out and sue the government for the fact that the guy had all these medical problems and shortened his life. I mean, to me, it's just another example of the reparations that our country has not dealt with. Bills that our country has not paid. Much like it did to the Native Americans in our country, the reparations that should be made to them, much as it had to the people that were brought over as slaves, and reparations that should be made to them. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a judge. I don't know where you draw the line or how you recompense somebody for that. But our country has a long track record of people that it owes stuff to. It owes that will never see the light of day. So all of us out there think America is the greatest country in the world, and it is. It is the greatest country in the world, but it is not anywhere near what it could be, what it should be. And those of us that are out here trying to make it better and to do what we can to make things better and to bring some awareness to it, you know, if nothing else tonight in this live stream, I hope I bring a little bit of awareness to people. Try to do what you can to help out. You know, make sure our government never relies on chemical warfare ever again. Dog, you're gonna fall in, aren't you? She's trying to fall in here. Let me see what's on the chat. So, yeah, Palma, thank you for that. Hope he's in a better place. Yes, Gavin. Hey, Andy, what's going on, man? WD Rolls, thank you for that. Hey, Martin, yes, you're back. I would differ about quality of life. I'm in the same boat as Larry was because of muscular dystrophy, but today isn't the day for I. Thanks, Larry. You sound like you were a great man. Gavin, he was. He was an awesome guy. So, thank you, Patrick. Yeah, it's not so much my loss. I mean, it's the loss to my ex-wife Johanna and my sons. Oh, dog. Now I'm being attacked by the dog again. Why do you want to attack me every night? By the way, it looks like we're going to have a decent sunset shaping up. We've got some fluffy clouds and the sun's getting low. Too bright to really aim the phone over that direction just yet without doing damage to the phone, but it's getting there. Here in the next half hour, we'll have some pretty scenery that direction. Hello, dog. Hello, how are you? Oh, you got a mosquito bite, don't you? You got a mosquito bite on your back. I can feel it. Got a little lump. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Oh, she's a good dog. Yes, yes, yes. Come on, get out. Get out. Get out. Get out. Okay. Oh, gosh, love my dog. She always puts me in a good mood. So much energy. My gosh, so much energy. Anyhow, aside from that, took Miss Lily for a walk this morning. Got a good long walk in with her. Got my exercise. Got the blood pumping this morning. Going for a walk. Got back here to the boat. Had breakfast. Did the. Hey, Doug. Sorry to hear about Larry. He was a great man. My condolences to all of you. Hey, Doug. Thanks, brother. I appreciate that. Doug, if you would, reach out to Johanna. I'm sure she'd love to hear from you, old friend. You know, go ahead and give her a call. I'm sure she'd like to hear from you, Doug. She might bend your ear a little bit. She's a little frustrated with you, but, you know, please feel free to give Johanna a call, Doug. She would appreciate that. So, And thank you for being here, Douglas. I appreciate it. My dream is to live in America. I'm from Serbia. All right, well, there you go, Lazar. Yeah, like I said, we're not the best country in the, well, we are the best country in the world, but we're not as good as we could be. And, you know, if anything, I think that's the truth to the American spirit. You know, no matter how good we are, we're always pushing, trying to get ourselves better and trying to do more, you know, help out our community and do stuff. And when I say community, I mean, I don't care whether it's your next door neighbor or your block or your town or your county or your state or the country as a whole. You know, we're always looking for things we can do, or some of us are always looking for, some of us are always looking for something to do to help out and be good. But there's some of us, there's some real turds in the world that are just going out there and trying to do stupid stuff. And I'm going to call out somebody. Somebody had been commenting to me, they've been talking to me. Actually, it's a guy who was a follower who became a troll, and now he's trying to be a follower again, I guess, or a friend. And yeah, he was telling me all about this stupid video that 10-Star comes out with. So apparently, when I was back at the Statue of Liberty, what was that, August, September? 5 months ago, 4 months ago, whatever, 5 months ago? He claims that I dumped raw sewage into the water there. He claims I dumped raw sewage in this container. See this container? You see how small this container is? He said that I pooped in this container and then I dumped that raw sewage over into the bag. Have any of you seen the size of my ass? I know a few of you probably just spit your beer out by me saying that, but you don't take a 30-inch butt and poop in a 5-inch bucket, people. You just don't do it. Captain 10-Star, you're an idiot. If you're gonna make up lies about stuff that I do, at least make it practical and reasonable. To think that I would poop in a 5-inch wide bucket, my aim is not that good. I'm in a boat that moves. It rocks back and, Lily, get down. It rocks back and forth. I'm 60 years old, I'm fat. You did a good job of trying to fat shame me in your video, you never mind, you asshole. But still, you know, you claim that I poop in a little 5-inch wide bucket. Hey, you know what? You see that green bucket right there? That's that Menards bucket. You see how wide that is? Okay? That is, in fact, the very bucket that I had in my head here on the boat. That is the bucket I used. You know why I still have it? Because it was nice and clean inside, because I always lined it with plastic bags. So I would poop inside the plastic bag, I would seal that bag up, put it in the garbage. When I went ashore, I would dispose of it properly. That's what responsible adults do. Responsible adults don't go out and make false claims saying that I pooped in a bucket that's 5 inches wide. Guys, here's my hand. Okay, here's my hand. This is how wide this bucket is, okay? This is a little tiny 4-gallon bathroom bucket. Get out. Why the hell would I poop in a 4-gallon bucket when I have a bucket that's that big around to poop into? And that's already mounted inside of a plywood box. And it's comfortable and convenient for me and strong enough to hold my girth. So if you're stupid enough to believe Captain 10-Star's ridiculous video, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. And I'm just asking you to use your own common sense, okay? I'm just asking you to use your own common sense. Here, I'm gonna give you some evidence here to look at. Dog, what were you knocking around here? Or you knocked that lantern out? The bait bucket. Okay. There you go, kids. I'm gonna give you guys an exclusive here. Here's the bucket. Here's my butt. You see that? My butt and this bucket do not fit, guys. You'd have to be an absolute retard. I'm sorry to those people that are mentally challenged, but you'd have to have some serious issues to think that I would poop in a little tiny bucket like that. I mean, come on, if you're gonna make up a lie, at least make it be plausible. At least make it be plausible. I saw that, I was just thinking it was comical. Okay, so then, and again, use your own common sense. Why, if he had this, you know, hot video that proved me to be such a bad guy, and by the way, in his video, he claimed that I ran away before the cops could get there. Well, it's well documented I did spend the night there. I didn't run away, I spent the night there. But, anyhow, I don't know. I'm just... Guys, I don't poop in a bucket and I don't dump it over the side. If he had such a hot video, why did it take him 5 months to make it public? Why did he wait until all of his friends bailed on him? If you guys have been following some of the other church channels, you'll know that they all left him because he was forcing them all to have to go pay. Imagine that. You had to go pay to watch that video. Why do you think it took him 5 months to even load that video up onto a pay site? 5 months, right? September, October, November, December, January. Took him 5 months to post a video. Why do you think it took so long? Because that's how long it took for him to learn how to Photoshop the video. I mean, obviously, and I'm going to admit something here. Captain 10 Star, dude, you're watching this. I know you're watching this because you can't stand spending a minute of your day without talking about something I'm doing. So I know you're watching this. You're just like lapping up every word I'm saying right now. You're so thankful to have some acknowledgement to your sorry existence. Dude, you got skills. You have skills, absolutely. Your ability to edit video and produce some good quality video, I will not challenge that, dude. You've got skill set. Why don't you use them for something for doing good instead of making nonsense lies about me? You obviously have the ability to do something. Use that power to do some good stuff, man. You've got some skills. You've got some talent. I'll give you that. It took you 5 months. Obviously, I motivated you sufficiently to learn how to do that. It took you 5 months to Photoshop in something that looks like turds and toilet paper, apparently. But I know for a fact, I never pooped in this bucket, ever. Nor did I ever dump poop in that bucket to throw it overboard. Why? Okay. This is the bucket that I had in the toilet. That one right there. See that green one there? Why in the world would I dump it out of the green bucket into a white bucket to dump it over? I mean, why further dirtying more? It just doesn't make sense, dude. It just doesn't make sense. Your whole video doesn't make sense. You've been found out to be a liar. I'm just amazed at how many people actually believe that nonsense. So, yeah, Laura, I agree. I'm going to move on to another subject. I just had to clear the air. Frankly, I'm a little pissed off tonight. But with Larry passing away, I'm in a bad mood to begin with, and I just wanted to get on that way. So, Doug, thank you for your condolences to Johanna and the family. I really appreciate you stepping up and being here, man. That shows some character on your part to step up here and say that, Douglas, and I appreciate it. Let me go back and see what else I missed in the chat. You said, why would you even comment here? That's all right, Andy. Andy, I give everybody an opportunity to come back and be, you know, a good guy. So, my grandfather was a veteran, as am I, and I would like to speak up for the VA hospitals. I feel they do a reasonably good job of looking out for vets. Palm limit, yes, they do, but the government doesn't do enough. Don't get me wrong. The VA hospital did a good job by Larry. They got him health aides and that kind of stuff, but that's not where the problem lies. The problem lies with the fact that the guy was exposed to some toxic chemicals as part of his service in the military, and the military should do a better job of making that right. You know, my cousin told me today is Larry's death benefit's a whole $250. You know, Larry, in my book, Larry was robbed from about 20 years of his life. In my book, more than that, because you know, he's been ill for a long time. So maybe 30 years of his life he was robbed by his exposure to toxic chemicals by our military. So I'm not saying there's anything wrong with the VA. They do an excellent job, but they are understaffed and underfunded. But I think our government needs to do more. And when I say our government, I mean we the people. I mean, you know, the government, we recognize the government is we the people. We the people need to do more. We need to make sure that kind of stuff doesn't happen again, number one. And number two, we need to take care of those people that serve so valiantly in our country, and make sure that they're taken care of. So, all right. So let me see what else I missed in the chat. Okay, in my opinion, leave what Doug says or does not say, up to him and Carl, just my opinion. Oh, thank you, Michael. Have you seen the size of my ass? Yeah, I'm sorry, brother. Sorry to expose you guys to all that, but it is what it is. Fix your mic, okay. Done showing us their butt. Yep, next please. I know he was just saying should be between him and Carl, that's all. Okay. You're not running anywhere with that engine. Okay. Sent my condolences to Johanna and the family. Very good, Douglas. Thank you for that, man. Sorry, Laura. Yep. How's the real estate game? Are you still driving taxi? Have you been messing videos? We were just wondering. Okay, Palmlin, let me go ahead and address that real quick. No, I am not driving for a taxi company. People like Captain 10 Star and the rest of his idiots have seen to it that the taxi companies are, it would be irresponsible to me to work for any of them. It would expose them to too much harassment by the trolls. So no, I'm not working for any of them right now. I am, however, doubly focused and busting my butt in my real estate business right now. In fact, up until about 4 o'clock, well, no, that's not true. Up until about 2:30 this afternoon, 2:30 this afternoon or so, when I got the message from Johanna, I've been focusing on working nothing more towards my real estate stuff. I have another 200-piece mailer that I put together today and is ready to go to the post office. I'm going to be dropping that off tomorrow on my way to do a little minor provisioning. I'm going to try to pick up some groceries tomorrow. Tomorrow is Domino's Day, so I'm gonna have an easy day tomorrow. Work in the morning and then go play Domino's in the afternoon. Hey, Smoking, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Yes, rest in peace, Larry. Larry Wilson, guys. Larry Wilson is the guy, and just a super dude, man. So anyhow, and as far as videos are concerned, I'm really working on a lot of stuff that has to do with my real estate business right now. I'm not doing much in the way of selling cruising videos at the moment, although that's going to change. I am trying to organize a video for sort of a new sponsor that I have that deals with a suntan lotion, of all things, suntan lotion. It's a company that manufactures suntan lotion that is not harmful to the coral reefs. And so I've reached out to a couple people trying to organize that. I'm going to see if I can get that followed up and try to put together a little video in regards to that. We may do some sort of a, like a presentation or something here to the cruisers in the harbor and introduce this company that is producing really good quality suntan lotion stuff that is not harmful to the coral reefs. So, in fact, in Key West just recently, they had an election down there in Key West. They were going to flat outright ban suntan lotion in Key West, trying to protect the reefs from this stuff because it hurts them. That vote was voted down, not to ban suntan lotions, but what they need to do is they need to ban some suntan lotions and require people to only use those suntan lotions that have the right chemical composition that's not harmful to the reef structures. And we'll be talking more about that in the near future. So that's an upcoming video that we're working on. So guess you guys are having a little buffering issue. Yeah, I'm not seeing any indication of buffering here at my end, but I am cold. It's getting cold out here, so Anyhow, let me see if I can show you guys a little bit of the sunset here. Look at that. Huh? How's that shaping up? Is that looking pretty good? There we go. The sun is still up, still kind of hot. It's a little hot on the lens, so I'm going to keep moving the camera around. Of course, I have to because it's, you know, on the boat, and the boat moves all the time, but a little bit of a sunset developing there, kind of pretty. Little look around the harbor here. There's Lindicki. There's Bill's boat. Some of the neighbor boats looking around. The wind, oh, come on, there you go. The wind's been blowing pretty good all day today, man. The boat was just rocking and rolling all day today. It's finally starting to chill out a little bit. It's still blowing 10, 12 miles an hour through the harbor right now. But we had 30 mile an hour winds most of the morning, and in fact we hit a high, I think somebody said 44 miles an hour last night. We had 44 mile an hour winds come through the harbor last night while we were all trying to sleep. So it was kind of rocking and rolling. Some people had dinghies that got sunk. Old Diesel Don, his dinghy went underwater today. They had to rescue it. A few other people had stuff floating away, kayaks and stuff, but they got recovered. And right now it's just getting chilly. We're supposed to get down to 59 degrees tonight. And I tell you what, kids, it feels like 59 degrees right now sitting out here in the wind. It really does. It's kind of chilly sitting here in the back of the boat. I got a breeze blowing over my left shoulder here, somewhat blocked by my personal canine windscreen here. Dog. Yes, I was talking about you. Somewhat blocked by my personal windscreen here, but yeah, it's been blowing pretty good, and it's a cold wind right now. It's a cold wind blowing through here, so we'll see. Oh man, let me turn around and sit up. So anyhow, today we had to start out the day by pumping out the dinghy. Let me switch this around so you guys can see. There you go. We had to pump out the dinghy this morning. I finally found my dinghy pump. It was in the engine compartment. I got it dragged out and set up now, so I can pump the water out of the dinghy pretty quickly. Whenever we get a big rain, the dinghy fills up full of water. And had a wet towel as a result of that. That's here on the line drying. Look at that fire in the sky, huh? That's kind of pretty over there. Whew, that wind's cold, man. Chilly here in Ormond Beach as well. There you go, Sailing Florida. As you can see, the wind makes my boat move around on the anchorage quite a bit. And I know I'm not holding this really steady because I'm shivering. Brr, brr, shivering. So, anyhow, beautiful Johnny Football retracting his message. I see you got your fishing poles out. Have you got anything? Nothing recently, no. I just store them out there. Chilly here in Ormond Beach. Okay. Are you going to interview Bill sometime in the future, Connie? I don't know when. He and I have talked about it. He said we need to talk about it more. We'll get to that. Winds chilly by me tomorrow, 50 below. Pilot, we're nowhere near that, brother. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. I know. Here I am. Here I am in just a t-shirt complaining about how cold it is. And the rest of you guys are in the real world with the white plague to have to deal with. Oh my God, look at my hair. Jeez. Shower day tomorrow, kids. Shower day tomorrow. So I gotta trim up and clean up and get some stuff done. So we'll get that looking pretty good here tomorrow. How could a ban on hazardous suntan lotion ever be enforced? Would it be possession of it be enough, or would they have to see you applying it? Oh, Martin, who knows? Who knows? I haven't. Carl, interview Lily. That's a good idea. I don't know, Martin. I haven't thought about that aspect of how do you do that. I think the the way to control that is at the retail level, trying to make sure that the stores that are there in and around that area, or for that matter here in the Florida Keys, aren't selling the kind of suntan lotions that do damage to the reef. One would think that those businesses would naturally want to do that anyway, considering that those businesses that sell that stuff are usually those same businesses that profit from all the people coming here to go sailing, snorkeling, and scuba diving in our reefs. So you would think it would be a no-brainer and something that they would do on their own without any motivation, but, you know, yeah, possession with intent to apply. So I think that's where the enforcement level, I'm sure, would be. I don't think they're going to come walking down the beach and sample the suntan lotion on your skin with some sort of litmus test and say, oh, you're using illegal, you know, contraband suntan lotion. I don't think they're going to come on your boat and find that you have you know, a storehouse or a warehouse, or, you know, a certain possession limit of you know, malfeasance. I think they're going to, you know, simply just try to enforce it at the retail level and make sure the stores in the area aren't selling any of the kind of suntan lotion that would be, you know, harmful to our reef system here. So the reefs around the world are getting hammered left and right, people, with a number of different problems. Global warming, whether you believe in that or not, I do, would be an issue. Chemical treatments, pollutants, so many different things that are variables that are affecting that area. It just makes sense that we should try to do what we can to preserve them as best we can. So, and I apologize for my do today, kids, but I haven't been doing nothing but working down below all day today. So today, and this aside from taking Miss Lily for her morning walk this morning, this is the second time I've been on deck today. No, I shouldn't say that. I came up on deck and I put gasoline in the generator. So my third time up on deck today. So happy Monday, Captain. Hey man, how you doing, biker? What's going on, man? It could depend on where you apply it. Yeah, it could. 10 inches of snow there. Sorry, Palm. Oh man, you guys are getting hammered with snow, huh? Q, and last week the 70-mile-an-hour winds blew my shed over. Oh wow, that sucks, man. Shampoo was bad also. Yes, would be. Very good point. Yeah, some shampoos also contain those same chemicals. And in fact, this company that is stepping up, and if you notice, I'm a little leery about saying who they are yet, because I don't want the trolls jumping all up and down and getting up in their face over it, which of course I'm sure they'll try to do. But there are companies out there manufacturing shampoos and suntan lotions, and a plethora of skincare products, let's put it that way, a plethora of skincare products that are the kind that are designed to work and not harm our coral reefs. Because those chemical compounds that are hurting the reefs are prevalent throughout all that. And I don't have all of the scientific data here with me right now. I'll go into more detail with that in a future video. So, sun not shining. No, it's not shining. Well, yeah, it was shining all day today. We just have a few fluffy clouds, but the sun is setting. As you can see, the sun is setting over there, or actually has set now. We showed a little bit of it earlier. But yeah, we had a bright sunny day all day today. It was quite nice actually all day. So, hey Dave Marshall, how you doing, man? You've been in the Keys so long, you're turning to a lightweight. 55 used to be warm for you. Hey Dave, I agree with you, man. I agree. My blood is definitely thinning out pretty quickly here. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm getting to be a lightweight, you know. I'm up on deck in a t-shirt right now. Earlier today, I was ashore with a t-shirt and shorts on, and people were walking around in winter coats. I'm not that bad. I'm not wrapped up in a winter coat yet, but You know, I can tell you last night was sort of chilly, and today was pretty warm all day, but now it's getting kind of chilly. And it's not the cold so much as that wind. That wind kind of cuts through you. Like I said, this is only my third time up on deck today, and the first 2 times were very brief. So, can you stay with Johanna in her time of need? You know, Connie, I wish I could. Frankly, I can't afford. I don't have a vehicle. I have no way of getting to Ohio. I wish I could be there physically for Johanna, but I'm just not in a financial position to be able to do that, and Johanna knows that, and she relies on me. We talk. Johanna can call me anytime. We talk all the time. So, so I try to be there as much for her as I can, and I'll be taking care of a lot of financial stuff for her from here, dealing with the mortgage company and stuff as things move along. So. Okay, did I miss something, or if we lost contact with John Dolan since he got the catamaran? You know, Coyote, you're right. I have not heard from John Dolan since he went down to the BVI to get the catamaran. I don't know what his status is at this point. John's a pirate now, very much so, but the cat is still for sale. Maybe he got monohull. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what his status is. And I don't know if that cat is still for sale or not. Sometimes when boats sell, it takes a long time before they take stuff down. Some of the boat brokers aren't really on the ball with getting that kind of stuff taken down, hoping they're still going to get phone calls for it that they can spin off to other properties or other boats in their case. In real estate, I know a lot of real estate brokers will leave some listings up long before they should have, trying to spin people off onto other properties, especially if they have something that writes up well. So, hello from the Soviet Union. How are you doing? For that money, they ask, you get a well-optioned lagoon. Yeah. For $700,000, you could. $700,000, you could buy a really nice lagoon for that. Yes, you could. But I don't know that that lagoon would be that much better than that Dean. I'll be honest with you. I mean, they're just, you know, different flavors of the same kind of ice cream, I guess. So, yeah, Russia, welcome. Thank you. Anyhow, and on another note, you guys remember the boat that was anchored next to me here a few days ago that had the jet ski on the back? Remember, he had a hydraulic lift on the back of his boat for raising and lowering his jet ski? Well, he left Buki Harbor on his way over to Andros Island in the Bahamas and has not been seen since he left here. There's a bit of an inquiry going on. They're trying to figure out what happened to that boat. But he left Buki Harbor on his way over to Andros Island in the Bahamas and has not been seen. He didn't check in. He didn't arrive there when he should have. So there's some concern going on about that that boat that disappeared. If you remember, that was the boat that was right where that black boat is now. That's where that boat was, and it had a jet ski mounted on a hydraulic lift on the back of it, and so a little concerned about his well-being. We'll have to see what happened to him. So hopefully we'll find out that he's safe here pretty soon. So, Woodbeef, thank you for putting up my PayPal. Yeah, guys, if you can, please do jump on the PayPal and donate to the adventure. Right now, I'm really focused on trying to get my real estate business up and running, and I severely need money for paper envelopes and postage right now. I'm getting very close to some economic success with that. But man, I really need to push through right now. I really need to push really hard. So I just ordered a couple hundred envelopes, but I need postage. I'm gonna need more envelopes here pretty soon. I need postage, and I'm gonna need paper here pretty soon. So if you can help out, I really need you know, 150 bucks or so for that marketing push here, so I can get my next monthly mailer out. It's been my focus right now. I have been working, trying to find some work here in the Marathon area. I've put out, you know, lots and lots of applications with different companies. I won't say hundreds yet. I don't think I've put out 100 yet. There haven't been 100 jobs available listed here, but what has been available, I've been applying for a number of different things. Nothing's panned out so far. Haven't even gotten called on anything. Frankly, I think I'm being a little prejudiced against because of my age. So we'll have to see what happens. But yeah, if you guys could jump in, hit the PayPal, you know, I don't care, $5, $10, $100, whatever you guys can afford to do, greatly appreciated. Woodbeast just posted a link to my PayPal there a moment ago. If you can jump on that, that'd be great. I'd appreciate it. Because I'm desperately trying to, I'm trying to get myself in a situation where I'm off the dole, where I don't have to come on here anymore and ask for funds. I get my real estate business going, where I'm making enough money on my own. But we're still, you know, 60, 90 days out from doing that. But we're making progress. We're making good progress to that end. So just got to keep plugging away at it. So if you can help out, that'd be great. If you can't, that's okay too. But if you can, that'd be great. So Woodbeast says number 10s. I don't know what number 10s means there. What do you mean number 10? No, I'm not using number 10 envelopes. I use I just use a little slightly different size envelope that works just as well, and it just costs about the same amount. So, in fact, I think I spent $17 on 200 envelopes yesterday. So, getting the envelopes that I use. So, there's a lot of people around here doing bottom cleaning already, 6, 7. A number of people doing that already. So, we know it's not the Soviet Union anymore. It's Putin's paradise. Yeah, that was a nice boat, 42-foot Catalina. Yeah, Bermuda Sun, that's right. Yeah, that's correct. So I'm gonna check my other phone here real quick. Oh, missed call, imagine that. I got this one troll person keeps calling up and trying to interrupt our live streams all the time. Thinks he's funny if he calls up during the middle of a live stream. Kind of sad, actually, but anyhow, brr, guys, it's Chilly Willy up here. Let me give you guys another quick view of the harbor here. There's a boat next to me here. That boat there's from Canada. Canadian boat, eh? Anyhow, that's a lookout towards the sunset. That's Boot Key over there. That's Boot Key where you see all the mangroves. View of some of the boats nearby. There's Lanicky. And there's looking towards the north. Up there. See if I can do this gently and keep you guys going right around for a full 360. And here we are back around to the front. So, all right, so I gave you a full 360 of the harbor. You can see what it looks like. So maybe you could be an American. I have no idea what that is. I deal with an envelope maker. Cool. I used Woodbeast. I used an envelope that's just an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper folded in half. An invitation size envelope, but it's just an 8.5 by 11 folded in half. I found them on Amazon.com. I think I pay yeah, 8.5 by 11 folded in half, so it's half that, whatever that is. So what would that be? 8.5 by 5.5, I guess. Actually, so it'd be what, 8 3/4 by 5 3/4, probably the actual envelope size. But anyhow, I find those there, and I spent $17.18 for 200 of them mailed to me. So, but yeah, if you can give me a better price, that'd be great. So, you do call-ins now? No, I don't do call-ins. So, I take it you didn't provision today? No, Andy, I've been working down below. I have not provisioned today. I am going to provision tomorrow. I did not make it ashore today at all. But tomorrow, I know I'm going to go play dominoes tomorrow. So I'm going to go ashore, actually, I have my whole day planned tomorrow. I'm going to go in and do laundry, take a shower, play dominoes, go to the post office, go to the grocery store, and back to the boat and be back here. So yeah, I've got my day planned for tomorrow to take care of all that stuff. So Carl, pay attention to would-be's. I did, yes. I said 8.5 by 11 folded in half. So, not a number 10 envelope. No, number 10 would be 8.5 by 11 folded in 3. This is not a number 10. I think it's a number 9. I think they call it a 9, maybe a 7 or 9. I'll have to look. So, 500 number 10. Yeah, I know the number 10 envelopes are cheaper. I understand that. But they don't get opened. Whenever you send out a standard number 10 business envelope, it's just every other piece of mail looks exactly the same. By sending out the 8.5 by 11 folded in half, the larger envelope, which looks more like an invitation, I find I have a much higher success ratio in getting those envelopes opened. So it's well worth the few extra dollars for those envelopes because it accomplishes a whole lot more for me. So anyhow, I'm not sure if it's what number it is, but it's basically an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper folded in half. So anyhow, that's what's proven itself to work for me. So, and guys, listen, I'm really chilled here. So frankly, the wind's blowing around, the boat's blowing around. I got the wind blowing right at me right now, so I'm kind of chilled here. I'm getting kind of cold. I'm going to go down below and end this. It's kind of dark down there. Me and Miss Lily want to thank everybody for watching today. I appreciate all your good words and stuff for my buddy Larry. I'm sorry to hear of his passing. I owe that man a lot. I owe that man a lot. He did a great job taking care of my sons when I wasn't there. So 6, 7, how do you know if they open them? By the response level, by the response rate of those people that respond to me that have received them. That's how I know. So put on a jacket. Yeah, I'm cold. I'm going down below. I'm gonna go down below and shut up the boat and close it up because it's getting cold out here and I have no way of heating my boat. So I'm a dingus. Okay, good deal. I'm glad you think so. Anyhow, kids, listen, be good, be careful, take good care of one another. Remember, in the description down below, there's links to my PayPal. Should you be able to contribute to the adventure, we'd greatly appreciate it. And we will have more for you tomorrow, kids.